This is serious business.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
You goddamn right this is serious.
Yes.
Fire.
I am your man, Kevin Gordon Thomas.
You already know what it is. It's drunk time.
Wow.
And it's the Heartless Harless.
Yes, I said it right. Drunk time.
And this is serious business. This not so serious podcast. My voice is it wasn't as scratchy until like
What episode is this?
61.
61.
My voice is so scratchy.
Why is your voice so scratchy?
Man, I had a great time yesterday.
You had a great time.
Shout
lot of drinks.
out to the mafioso. The Hennessy Don.
They got married.
Shout out to Mr. and Miss
They got married. They got married, Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Julia
I
Teleska.
just want to say congratulations.
Yo, hold on. Whoa. You know that's what they came out to.
Really?
You see?
Yeah.
Bro,
this is
hold on. That was crazy.
I wasn't even there.
That's what they came out
I
to,
wasn't
bro.
even there.
Dog, that's kind of weird. I didn't even say nothing to you guys.
No, it's because we're friends, and so the way it works is that me and you are close.
Yeah.
You and Mike are close.
Mike, yeah.
So I'm getting Mike off of your hotspot.
Yeah.
Send me that hotspot. A lot of Rogers people were asking for hotspots this week. A lot of Rogers people were asking for hotspots.
Are you Bell?
I'm Rogers.
Oh, so you got screwed yesterday or 2 days ago?
So I got screwed on my cellular, and for work.
Yeah.
Weird enough, we also got screwed because we are also work on the Rogers network. But my boss hotspotted me. But to be honest, for me personally, I enjoyed not talking to no fucking buddy all fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what? I was done work at 11 o'clock that day.
Okay.
Because people were messaging. The group chats weren't fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
No one wasn't sending no Instagram videos of posts. And like I checked them later, but there were either videos I've already seen or stuff I've already sent to the chat. But like, no. And when I got my recent tattoo, shout out to Joey.
Yep.
The tattoo shop was down, but I even said it was actually good to disconnect. And one of the guys said, yeah, because like we're literally on our phones so much that we forget what real human interaction is. One of my coworkers said that him and his wife actually talked, and they got to learn more about each other because they're so used to having their phone in front of each other, looking at reels. They're like, oh honey, look at this funny video, instead of actually talking. And you know, they got to learn more about each other.
Honestly, I disconnect regularly. I'm trying to
do it more.
See right now, so I wear my smartwatches, and all my calls and my texts and whatever come to my watch. And some days, like at least twice a week, I don't wear a watch, and I just leave my phone for the most part.
So with that, we can get back to this. So I think we need to. I'm not saying much more. Last night was crazy. I'm sorry.
Last night was a movie.
Sorry. I'm not gonna lie. Feel how you want to feel. If you
No
want to be upset with
OnlyFans.
me. Still kind of drunk. But listen, updates. We need to start with updates. So and it backs off of what Arlos was saying. I feel like when it comes to that stepping away, what I'm trying to do more of, and I fell off with it again, was I'm trying to, when I come home, I wanna people will call it maybe meditation. I would say pray, like kind of pray and reflect on the day and whatever. I'm praying to God.
Yep.
That's me. And then I want to read and like just connect and turn my phone into bed night. What's it called? Bedtime mode?
Or do not
Bedtime
disturb
mode for Google.
or
You don't have
D&D.
it- You don't have it set
Nah,
up.
yo, my do not disturb doesn't work well, bro.
What do you have? Hold on. What do you have?
Pixel.
So recently,
It does,
you
the
can
shit
actually
still comes through.
no, you can actually
it's not
turn your
do not
phone.
disturb.
You can actually turn your phone upside down, and once you turn it upside down, it'll automatically turn it into do not disturb
Yeah, I don't
mode.
want that, bro. I don't want that.
Why?
Every time I flip my phone, what if I need someone to call me?
What are you gonna hide?
There's nothing to hide, but if
Technically,
I put my
there
phone,
is.
If I put first off, yeah, there's a lot.
Well, that's the
But-
thing. That's the thing you didn't set up. Do not disturb is you can go into the settings and set up what actually comes through.
But even
You
on
have to
even on
set
even
up
on
that.
bedtime mode, I selected.
bedtime
No,
mode.
not bedtime. Do not disturb. It'll actually
Yeah.
let
You
you
can pick who-
So like Arliss
who
can
you get.
bypass your do
Yeah.
not disturb, and you can still get.
That's-
If you hear a phone mess,
I understand. That's on my bedtime mode. My bedtime mode is if you call me, if Dre calls me, if Midge calls me.
shout out to Dre. Shout out to Midge.
If Mike
Yep.
calls me,
Shout out to Mike, newly
and if
married
my
man.
mom calls
Yes,
me as
sir.
well.
I feel sorry for you.
There's like a select few if they
Yep.
call me. Because I remember, bro, why I put you there especially is when
Was
you
it that one time?
Yo, I went.
Yo, I was surprised this nigga answered. That one time at band camp?
Dude, I went to bed at like, what time did you call me at 1 or 2?
No, 2. It
Dude,
was
I went
two,
to bed.
two or three.
I went to bed at like 12:30. This guy called me at 2, and my eyes literally opened on the first ring.
Jeez.
Hold on.
And I answered the phone, and this guy called me.
Let's quote your mom for a second. Kevin, you know Jesus talked to you there? Yeah, them there. That's why you wake up. That's
Bro,
why your eyes shine bright like a diamond.
This guy called me, and I woke up on the first ring.
First ring.
I opened. I was like, "Yo, bro." I was like, "Yo." He's like, "Yo, come pick me up."
I was surprised he answered.
I was like, "Yo." He's like, "Come pick me up."
He was already planning who's calling next.
Yep. I'm like, okay. I'm like,
let me.
So I was like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, come pick me up." All right, I'm coming now. Where are you? King Road.
I'm gonna send a location.
If he would have said, "Come pick me up at King Road," you'd be. But he said, "Come pick me up." You're like, "All right, you already committed at that point. It's done. It's done. You're already committed."
I'll be there in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I brushed my teeth and I was out the door.
But yes, disconnecting is actually a very good thing.
Updates. Yeah, disconnecting updates. I started going back to Muay Thai. I started going to another gym.
I saw. Good sir.
Yes. You think you saw everybody. You're not the only one. There's so many other people. Again, if you're welcome to Serious Business, Not So Serious podcast. I went to a wedding yesterday. Mike, and Jew just left from having breakfast with each other. And my voice is still kind of crack up, obviously, because of the wedding. It was so crazy. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that later. I'll get to that next. But
no, we'll talk about that for our Patreon members.
Cool. For sure. So,
you sound like you ate some dry pum pum.
More sauce for the boss.
Yeah, so
man sounds like he's singing the whisper song. Yin Yang
Say something you might like to hear. He got a sexy ass thing and the ass looks soft. Do you mind if the man said you have a nice little ass and I see it looks soft. Do you mind if I check to see if it's soft? That's what he said. That's what the lyrics.
He was that turn. He was that turn. He was whispering. He couldn't hear himself. Exactly. He couldn't hear himself.
By the end of the song, you just hear Lil Jon. What?
It's not an ad-lib, man. It's not an ad-lib, nigga.
He's very genuine.
Questioning.
He's very genuine. He's asking you a serious question.
Big facts.
So updates.
Updates for me.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh yeah. Muay Thai. So Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was great. I'm going to.
How did you feel?
Man, I'm going Monday. That's how I felt.
That's what I like.
I'm going tomorrow, bro.
Like Kevin Gates said, we don't get tired. I got 6 jobs.
Oh, man. It was so. And the thing about it was yes, it was a lesser extreme workout that I'm more used to, like the old gym I used to go to, bro.
So you're going to a new gym? Yeah.
So
you're conditioned, is what you're saying.
Very well. Well, yes. Very well.
What was the old gym you used to go to?
Anyway, so
no, I want to know what it was called.
So the old gym I used to go to. This guy is such a piece of shit sometimes, man. He's such a piece of shit sometimes, bro. It's the times I don't like artists, bro. Low key, these are the times when I question my friendship with this guy.
I forgot I had a drink.
These are the times when I question my friendship with this guy. This is the clutch.
Asking all the questions. Asking all the questions.
Oh, I'm Nadeska.
So these are the times when I really don't like.
He's Nadeska.
Asking all the questions. Oh yeah, who said that bar?
21 Savage. Did we talk about this last week?
No, we heard the song. We heard the song together, and I said,
"Yeah." I asked that question because I honestly did not know who Nadeska is, and you're the one who said, "Oh, Nadeska's the interviewer."
Yeah, no, she's pretty, but I said I didn't know the song. I couldn't remember the song. That's what I'm asking about. I said, who did the bar? And you said it was 21. Right. Because you guys showed me the song last time.
Off of the Drake album.
Yes. Oh, it was Jimmy
Honestly,
Crooks.
Never mind.
Yes. Honestly, never mind.
Well, actually, we're all over the place right now. But I have to retract my last statement. Man, this is gonna be a tough episode for me, boy.
Oh, jeez.
We love it.
Let's go, bro. I did so well yesterday at the wedding, but we're gonna get to that. But now it's
for our Patreon users. Shout out to Patreon.
But yeah, no, it's Drake's album. It's a good album, dude. I can't lie.
Decent.
It's a decent album. Now, mind you, it's still on the list of best like dance lounge type music. He's still not up there, but it's a good first one. He'll get on his second one. He's going to be really good.
100%.
And the third, well, if he does another one, it's
about
going to be the
opinions,
best.
or are you talking about numbers?
Numbers compared to the dance albums that win Grammys, bro. Like
you're talking about Grammys.
I'm comparing him to just Kate Trinata. Kate Trinata is that guy when it comes to this type of shit. You talk to him when you come into that lane. He's that guy.
So you're saying Drake's gonna have Kate Trinata on a feat as a feature?
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. This Kate Trinata, he's considered a top dog.
Yes.
How is Drake already in that conversation?
Crazy.
Right?
That's why.
No. But what it would be is. What it would be is it wouldn't be competition. It would be a collab. Because Kate Trinata,
is he in that conversation?
Because he's Drake and he already has the track record. So now, watch this now. Kate Trinata is just a producer. So what's going to happen is Drake is going to drop a track and he's going to give it to Kate Trinata. So Weeknd made a track off one of his albums and Kate Trinata flipped it and did this crazy mix. I'll show you guys after the pod. I'll show you the original and then I'll show you his version. And he just flips these songs, bro. And it's completely different from the original. So he's the plug. He the guy. So he'll have him 40 in the studio together and they're going to create something crazy.
Think so?
Of course. Remember,
no
Drake Jack goes without 40.
You know, dance has been going to hip hop for a lot of things.
You mean hip hop has been going to dance?
I think it's been the vice versa because things like Marshmello has been looking for collabs. So for those of you who don't know,
and for those who have been knowing Wagwan, that if your phone goes off,
right?
No problem. This is beautiful.
This guy is so happy.
It's not anything crazy.
Because you're lucky.
1 minute ago, so the other ones, this is the group chat with Telly, and then my mom messaged me.
How do we know
Juju
all those
messaged me
just coming right now?
Because it says 1 minute.
Okay, who is it?
That's Mike's cousin, Marco.
Okay,
Marco Louis.
Shout out to Marco. Shout out Marco.
He was in the stories yesterday. He's showing love. He's a good homie. He just
he's the one that you
I cheers with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just liked one of the messages.
Okay.
So
that's
it. Y'all. That's it, buddy.
Okay.
This guy wanted a juicy message from some ex or something like that.
Like last time. What was the last time?
So what's your updates?
What was last time? Let me just put my phone on vibrate. Silent.
Okay.
All right. Let's updates.
I have not been working out. I've been doing the kid
I
thing.
can see that, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure, looking a little big.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, sir.
He's shopping at the big and tall.
Bro. No, tall and big.
Is it tall and big?
Yeah, no. I just went to the tall and big. Big and tall is too cliche.
I went to the long and cocky store the other day.
Long and cocky. They sell Bear Clarks. That's all they sell. They sell Bear Clarks
and straight jeans and
fitteds. What a white t-shirt! You did it. That's the name of the episode. What a white t-shirt!
Oh man,
are we wearing white? Yep. Semi white. Bleach.
So I haven't been working out. It's been mostly doing the kids stuff, really. Because when I was doing my workout, I really slacked on the kids stuff. And so past couple weeks, I've been really pushing the kids stuff lately. And yeah, so there's that. That's basically my update. The kids are on a plank challenge. That's what they're on.
They're on a plank. So they're living 2017.
Yeah. So they go through. So since I started the challenge thing, you guys remember the first I was telling you guys about the push-up challenge?
Yeah.
That was 2 challenges ago. So every time it ends, they want to do a new one.
Aren't we supposed to go to Palladium? Did he pass 50?
They did that, no problem. So the sit-up challenge,
but you're supposed
failed.
to give them the prize, right? We're supposed to go to Palladium.
They ended up getting like, what did Kai get? I can't remember what he got. I think he got like.
Okay, we still need to go.
Pudding was for birthdays.
Oh, okay.
So they did the push-up challenge. That's soft. Then they did the sit-up challenge and they failed that because they were at like 60 or some shit and they couldn't do it. They couldn't do the 60s. They couldn't do the 60 sit-ups and then they just started to forget. Now they're on the plank challenge. They're more than halfway. Their last plank, the plank today is 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Nice.
Last one was 2:10.
Wow. Both of them?
Both of them.
Damn. 2 minutes?
Like I said today, the little one's gonna be a beast. Yo, I seen him.
Bro,
2 minutes.
I see big men can't do
struggle.
a minute.
I know. I can't do 2 minutes.
I can do.
I can do.
I can do a minute.
No cap. 30 seconds. I'm probably shaking.
No,
no cap. 30 seconds. I'm probably shaking.
So whenever I would like train with like younger kids, and because they have way better stamina, like
Are you better than a fifth grader?
I'm very stubborn.
Yeah,
I'm very stubborn. So I'll go the 215.
Yeah,
because I'm stubborn. I don't want to look like a chump. But best believe I'm dying on the inside.
Yeah.
After a minute and a half, I'm like, yo, I'm about ready.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's move on to the next exercise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm about ready to go. But
yeah, they're on 215.
Wow, that's great.
Their challenge for days, which
That's
is
who knows.
great.
I might do it with my kid. 30 seconds because when so Mondays, which is even though my time's already passed, my Mondays is my game days.
Yep.
So whenever I have my daughter, I'll have my uniform on, I'll stretch, and she will actually want to do yoga and stretch with me. She'll want to do the push-ups. She'll actually want to sit on my shoulders while I like kind of warm up. So like who knows? Like maybe she'll want to do planks.
It's a good thing. She might want to do planks. It's very easy for them to do in the beginning.
Maybe
get very used
and then
to
maybe
it.
if she does something bad, I'll make her do planks instead of putting her in timeout.
Bro, she might like it. So a couple weeks ago, hey,
yeah,
wake up.
Nobody's sleeping, buddy. I was literally looking into space, listening.
No,
to
you're
guys.
sleeping.
Nobody was sleeping,
So a
man.
couple weeks ago, so
You
Kai's
guys are
tennis
idiots.
is over.
Now you're making me look dumb because there's gonna be no video.
There's no video, so there's no
yeah,
proof.
you guys are stupid,
There's no
man.
proof.
There's
No receipts.
poof.
No receipts.
What was that one time? Poof, man, move, son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
Yep. So a
Poof,
couple
they
weeks
go
ago,
to car.
H to the Izzo.
Yeah, poof, man.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that's
no,
from-
but then there also was poof, poof. They go to roof, poof. They go to crib. David Copperfield.
never heard of that. Just fucking with you.
You're an idiot. Arliss' lying face is getting worse and worse.
I can't do it, man. So a couple weeks ago, so you might start a problem because a couple weeks ago when Kai was at tennis is over now, which I just said. They were doing tennis, and then so you guys know he did the push-up challenge,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we do drills and push-ups as part of their routine and their things.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, push-ups is all part of that.
Tennis, nice.
Yeah. So he was doing tennis. This is his second year. So where's this guy been?
Patreon. I was gonna say that.
This
We
is
talked about
second
this
year. Second
because
year
I
in
said,
tennis.
"Oh, I have no," and you're like, "Oh, you don't know who Serena Venus Williams?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have any tennis comebacks to go with the book that you were reading because you stopped reading the Kobe Bryant." Anyways,
but that's January.
I'm still reading that book, though. I'm reading that book.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm back on it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were doing these
Legacy. Love
They
her.
were doing these their tennis drills with their coach and whatever. And the coach is like, if anybody don't sit down, if anybody sits down, you're gonna have to do push-ups.
These kids are
Like,
laughing.
Kai's like, okay.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
sits down.
He messes up on purpose.
He's sitting
He's
down
sitting
on
down, yeah,
purpose,
yeah.
looking out.
Yeah.
They said, oh, you're sitting down, do the push-ups. So he did it, whatever. And then he did his turn to do the drills and he went back and he sits down right away because he's trying to get more push-ups. He's like, no, we're not doing that no more. It's not a game, whatever. Kai just does push-ups anyways, just because.
Wow,
so you
he's
might start a
flexing on him.
monster. You might start a monster. When we go for walks and stuff, if you tell Kai he doesn't know how to do push-ups, he's going to drop and start doing push-ups.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
all
I like
he's
that.
monster,
I like
bro.
that.
That's
I
just
like
how it
that.
is.
I like
Monster,
it.
boy.
I like that.
Easy is what he'll say.
Wow. Okay. So a couple things that had passed was even just what was going on, and Kai, he really likes it, bro. When I was talking about actually downstairs, he was like, yeah, tennis is cool. You know, I'm doing my thing. Blah 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 blah. But one of the things that passed, how did you guys celebrate Canada Day? And happy Canada Day to a lot of people.
Happy Canada
How did you guys
Day.
celebrate Canada Day?
Before we talk about celebrating Canada Day, shout out to Fabian Pacheco,
Fabian, our last guest.
our last guest,
Yes, sir.
who shouted us out on his No Nights In
Hey.
episode. What was it?
episode 6.
6.
Episode 6, he shouted us out. You know, just before Canada Day. So
Go
you
check
know,
him out. That view was mod.
that video.
Yeah.
It's a 2-part, but it's worth the double dip.
Yeah.
Double dip.
It's worth the double dip. But my Canada Day, you know, fuck you, because you know, you're drunk. My Canada Day was, fuck, what did I even do? I actually did not work. I did not work. I picked up my daughter at like 12 o'clock, and it was a nice day, so we just stayed outside.
Nice.
Hang out. Mine was, it's the day after my birthday. So my birthday is 30th and July 1st. So, you know.
Genuine.
I just do the whole thing.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Right? I try to take my birthday
Sorry,
off.
Selena, it's warranted.
I try to take June 30th off all the time, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. If it works out for the long weekend.
Well, soon this with the sonority, you'll get
saying?
that. If you know, you know.
Speaking of
Shout out
which,
Patreon.
I got my email. I have
So
a
funny.
company email right now, by the way. Just
Like I said, shout out Patreon.
Yeah.
Good. But so I just didn't really do much.
If y'all ain't paying, we ain't saying.
Shit. So you guys know what I do?
Yep,
I
we
drank.
know.
I tried. Mom invited my middle older brother over. He brought his girl Courtney, brought Courtney and Tara over, and Teresa.
Oh.
Yeah, Courtney.
He's middle. No, I was thinking of who's older.
Chris. Yeah. I say middle older. Yeah.
No, that's what you're like. I was like middle. What?
Yeah.
There's another child.
I know, right? You haven't heard from
The
Courtney
one
in
you
so
don't
long.
talk about.
I know, and I never talk about. So you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, that's the one from the same dad. So it's like, hold on now. But so he came over and we had a great time. Mom was very happy and stuff like that. And but I also seen on the news a lot of people were very upset. Still, there were also parades, but there were also protests of some people who obviously don't agree with Canada Day and say that we're pillagers? No, what is it?
Where we took over.
Like we're conquerors.
Pillage.
We conquered.
We conquered.
We can't say that we conquered shit, but they conquered.
They conquered
the country,
right? So when
Yes.
I see, and then when I see the natives doing that, what am I supposed to say? I can't say nothing to them. That's just what
I don't
happened.
celebrate it.
But
we
then
don't
when
celebrate Pride Month.
But hold on. But then when I see like other white people who live in the suburbs or other black people or any other person who's come here and they're like, oh, Canada Day is a disrespectful. First off, there's two levels of why I love Canada so much. Canada Day so much. One, because at the time when my mom was trying to come to Canada, why my mom voted for Trudeau in the first place, the dad, is because he made it so easy for you to come over here.
Shout out to
That's
immigrants.
why
I am an immigrant.
That's a liberal
I am an
thing,
immigrant.
Right?
So shout out.
He made it so easy for immigrants to come here, start a life, make a family, make a living, and to be who you are today and have your offspring.
And this
here.
is why Clutch Time is on that podcast, motherfuckers.
So for you now, as a white person, as a black person, and your parents came here, you're gonna say, "Oh, our country's horrible." Then why the hell did your parents leave the country they were in to come to this country? Clearly, it was better than what they were coming from.
Facts.
So I don't want to hear anything from you. You can't say a word to me.
Absolutely.
If you benefited off of the rapist and slave owners, you can't say anything.
shit.
July
Facts,
4th,
bro.
Facts.
July
Say
4th
facts.
is the same shit, my
Facts.
nigga. Your parents, okay, oh my God. All right, yes, you got here, were brought here from Africa. We can argue a lot of things about that because we can also say there were some African leaders who probably sold their people,
But this is
to
not
the
their
whites.
country, so
but it's not your country, sure. But you still were able to make a living and to do what you had to
Absolutely.
do, and you stayed because you made a life. So you can't say
that's debatable. But yes,
okay,
continue.
sure, right. We won't even. I don't want to get into that shit.
No,
today, right?
we
don't
always
wanna-
get- we always
yeah,
go-
we always do. Not
we
today,
always
bro.
go
Not
way
and I'm not in the mood for that today.
What?
I'm in a happy
Okay,
mood.
so basically, you can't say
I
that.
know, right? I know, right? I'm not in the mood for that. I'm too happy for that shit today. So,
Oh, man.
but it's so funny because the thing with me and Arliss, we'll argue. Like last week, Arliss and I were literally screaming at each other. And
Downstairs after the show, yes.
Selena was like, Arliss's soon-to-be wife in a few months, in the next month. Bro, she was like the moderator telling us to like
Yeah,
stop
she
screaming.
was moderating.
Bro, we were like at top of our lungs screaming at each other, arguing about some black issues or some
I
shit.
can't remember what it was.
I don't
at
know what
this
the hell it
point.
was, bro. We were screaming and
That was last
and then
time.
it literally was like, ah. Yeah, so can I grab some snacks, bro? Like,
Yeah.
you want some water? Oh, you want
need
some
help taking the shit out?
yeah. I got you. That's why. Those are friendships that you need. You need to be able to scream at each other
Yeah.
and then go get some food, bro.
It's
That's
not
it.
personal.
So, and then the other aspect of Canada Day, why I love it so much, is because when I almost drowned as a kid,
It was on Canada Day?
no, that's the day I got out the hospital.
Oh.
So just in my heart,
So it's
bro,
like a celebration.
it's a celebration, bro, for
Yeah.
life for me, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, my mom was able to clutch. What I just said is I love Canada Day as well because that's the day I came out of the hospital after almost drowning as a
When you're
kid,
soon dead.
right?
Almost dead.
So it's a form of life clutch for me. You know what I'm saying? So
I really like Canada Day because like when you can get the country together for anything, the heartless is kind of going away. but like it makes me just kind of feel better when the
Makes you
Raptors
happy?
won the championship.
God.
When the Raptors won the championship and you seen the streets of Toronto,
Yeah, true.
I was like, yo, bro,
True.
like, this is
We
what I'm
outside.
talking about.
Yes, but we have to be honest in admitting, and after what I recently seen with Kevin Durant, we are the side thing
Of what?
of the NBA.
The NBA.
If Kevin Durant comes here, if another player comes here,
Hold on. So you know we got OJ Porter Jr. Sorry,
Yes,
not
Otto
OJ.
Porter.
Sorry,
Otto
Otto Porter Jr.
Yes,
Where?
big pickup from
Golden State?
from
Golden State.
Yes.
What do you mean,
coming here,
And he wanted to come
bro?
here.
That is
He
a
was
big.
happy.
That is a
this nigga
big.
wanted to shovel the driveway.
Yes. He's
Fuck, is that
probably
the
actually-
episode?
Yo,
Nigga?
but hold on.
So we want to shovel the driveway.
Hold on, stop for
Yeah,
a second. Speaking of that, dude, I did this house. I posted it on my social. Did you guys see that? I did this house. It was a $4.1 million house.
Hold on.
Bro, I shot this
what is
house.
that? A
say-
shack in Toronto?
Hold on. Did you say 4.1
4.1
in Toronto?
So, no, it's in Vaughan.
Oh, if it was in Toronto, it would be like a shack.
Yeah, if it was,
It would
oh yeah,
legit
but
be a shack.
it would be.
It would have been a Tim Hortons donut box. What do you mean a shack?
So it was in Vaughan, 4.1 million. So it was actually because they weren't selling it; it was already bought. But I said, "Yo, if you were to sell this, how much?" And he's like, "About 4.1." But I met with the designer and I went with a real estate agent who was doing an interview. So we did interview style, like, "Hey,
Yep.
show us this," and they're still working on stuff, bro. There's like hidden doors and shit. Like it was so cool, so cool. But we did the house, and we're there, and I lost my point. Sorry.
All right. So,
We are the
That's
side
the
thing
side
of
thing.
the
We are the
NBA.
side thing of the NBA.
you
Why?
wanted to shovel snow.
Buddy, I'm a
what
mess.
was it? Heated driveway?
Oh yes, yeah, okay. Sorry. I forgot. Hold on. I'm a mess today. I'm so sorry.
You've been living in the suburbs too long. You're talking about heated driveways.
No,
I've been
listen.
thinking
Listen.
about it.
Nigga,
Listen,
nigga,
this is my
thinking
point.
about it.
This is my
Nigga,
point.
I can't even
Listen.
heat up my leftovers.
Listen. This is my point. So yo, we're at this crib and we go and we shoot the house, dude, and we're on the driveway and like at the side of the house, I see all these like not so they don't use PVC anymore. It's like a flexible
Yep.
material.
okay.
It's like
Trust me, I've been looking at
yeah,
it.
it's like a flexible like plastic type.
So
that's what they're using now.
So the
for
Samsung
water.
phone,
Right? Yeah. So
Right.
that's what they're using now for the water filtration, right?
which makes sense because water,
and it's flexible.
like Bruce has said, you must bend like water.
You're right there.
Take the shape of a
Right.
cup and be like water.
Exactly. So then now you don't have to. So instead of copper, you don't have to solder. You don't need couplings
Hold
to
on,
connect.
copper. Who uses copper anymore?
What do you mean? Bear people use
No,
copper.
no.
still.
So
Bear
Fittings.
people use
hold on.
copper, bro.
Avery's mom.
Flex, it's called flex tube.
Avery's mom's dad is a plumber, and when I was doing side jobs with him, he doesn't use copper. He uses the
flex
tubes.
tube. It's called flex tube.
Because
That's
my,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because my job was basically crimping.
Crimping. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, nigga, I'm not just a pretty face.
So watch now. This driveway, it's called hydro stack or something.
It sounds like a Pokemon.
So
move.
there's water,
Right.
there's hot water going under the entire driveway. So as soon as snow hits, melt.
It melts.
Bro, they never have to
Yeah.
shovel.
shovel.
Absolutely.
The whole driveway has hot water flowing through.
Take
it
my
every
money.
angle.
Absolutely.
Take my
I
money.
was looking at
Dude.
one that turns on when the temperature gets to below.
Yeah, there's a
certain-
sensor.
So it's like AC in your house.
And bro, it kicks on, and then you could leave, and you come back, and your driveway's clear, good to go.
Bro, that's crazy. That's money.
Right?
But anyway, so
So you're saying that's
it's
a happy
actually
house.
not as expensive as you think, but it ain't cheap.
That's a happy house.
So
It's
now,
a happy
but now,
house.
now, yes, we are the side ting of Toronto.
Yep.
No, the
Nobody-
NBA. The NBA.
Of sorry, the NBA.
I disagree.
Go ahead.
DeMar DeRozan wanted to stay here.
True.
And what's he doing now? He was his last season.
No.
was
But what I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about,
so-
I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not talking about it from the.
So you're
beginning
about to
of time.
disrespect
I'm
DeMar
not.
DeRozan?
I'm not talking about going all the way back to like even Vince Carter, bro. I'm talking
DeMar
about.
DeRozan, like, 5 years ago.
I'm showing what Masai Ujiri has showed us in the
get
last
him.
little
I'ma
bit,
get him.
and what and the attraction to Toronto because it's not attractive. It snows here. It's another border. All this stuff.
Bro, it snows in half of the United States.
I understand, but it's.
San Antonio, Dallas.
I understand.
Minnesota.
I understand.
Minnesota.
I understand, but being in the States is different from being in Canada. It's a whole different culture.
No, oh no.
How many
I just
side
burped.
things did you cut off that wanted to stay?
Not a safe
This is Serious Business, the Not So Serious podcast. We really appreciate everybody for listening so far. We want you to make sure that you stick with us on all of our social media platforms, and we'll get to that in a second. Listen, I was actually talking to one of my brethren yesterday, and we were actually having a discussion. I was watching him and his wife and all kind of other thing, and you know that old stupid saying, happy wife, happy life. Don't agree with that.
Happy wife, happy life.
What's the new saying that people are saying that I've been hearing?
Happy house, happy spouse.
That's the one.
It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby.
Who?
No, the song. It takes two. Like that's the song. Like there's literally a song.
Me
like
and you.
Yep.
So when we went to go look for the shoes for our wedding,
I just gave up on this nigga.
He's not here today.
The guy. Remember the guy at the shoe store when we were buying those?
Yeah,
shoes?
the black guy.
He said the same thing. He's like, no,
that's who said it. That's who said it.
Happy house, happy spouse.
Because the girl came up to him and she's like, "Oh, you gotta listen to your wife, happy life," and he's like, "No."
And she was talking to me of all people.
Yeah.
No, but like,
ain't no happiness in here.
But it makes sense. But it makes sense though. Why is it that only one person needs to be happy in the relationship? There's two of you, correct?
But that makes no sense. But
I'm saying though, if there's two people,
yeah.
Why is it that? Hold on. When you take a shower, you have hot water and cold water, correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. You have hot water and cold water.
Okay,
so if you want to get that balance, you need to use the cold water to balance out the hot water that makes it just right.
Clutch. That's a bad example.
Why?
Do you know why?
Because guys now who are picking up things like semen retention and watching less porn, they are heavy believers in taking cold showers. Oh, so there's no balance.
I love hot showers.
I love cold showers.
I love hot showers in the summer.
No, this is what I start to do now. I'll take a hot shower and I'll like wash my body, but then when I want to wash my face, I turn it straight to like ice cold.
They say it's good to wash your face in cold water.
Because of the pores. Because of your pores.
Tightens it up.
Right? But you need to use both, correct? For your body to be harmonized.
No, you just have to get your body used to it. When at the beginning of the year, I only was taking cold showers and it was very tough. And I obviously gave in because now I'm like,
so you're a sociopath.
So I'll do the first part of the shower hot, and then
but you still need to use both to be happy.
No, it's a different mindset. What are you talking about? But I understand your point, but just a bad example.
Do you know why happy wife, happy life? Because men are so easily, Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, no, I would say that.
We are not as complicated, and we just want like very basic things. Like we want to play video games. We want to be able to go play basketball. Yeah. We want to be able to go
watch
do all these basic
Sunday sports.
Yeah.
Women want to be able to play basketball while not having this, but make sure you're doing this all at the same time. They're thinking about so much other things than we are. We're just like A, B, C. Obviously,
A, B, C.
Right, it's just that easy.
There's a lot of episode titles in this episode, right? A lot.
Right.
But then that can even pick up the question. If somebody who'd want to rebuttal that, they would say, okay, well, if it's not happy wife, happy life, where does she fall in terms of like your priorities?
At the bottom.
Well, for me personally, I'm saying she's the sixth man off the bench.
Off the bench?
Sixth.
Jeez. She's my Jason Terry.
Sixth.
She's coming off the bench.
Sixth.
Hold on. Have you watched basketball?
Okay.
Have you seen Jason Terry come off the bench?
I've also seen Tyler Hero.
Have you seen Lou
Tyler Hero?
Lou,
of course.
Those guys come in and what do? They know their role and they produce.
And you know what? There's a trophy for it.
Even James Harden was the man.
He was the sixth man.
He was a sixth man.
He was a bad man.
Oh man,
he was a bad man.
He's a James Harden as a sixth man.
Imagine, dude. Listen. Imagine
in 2K. Hold on, in 2K when I was playing 2K 12, when Paul Pierce was on the Pacers.
Off his shirt, bro.
Whatever. When Paul Pierce was on the Pacers, I would see mans six mans, and be like, who the fuck is Jeremy Lamb? James Harden. Those guys will come on and put in numbers.
Shit.
Screen. Yo. So it's like I said. So for me, I've put women in my top 5,
your girls,
my girlfriends,
Yes.
or people that I've been seeing.
Well,
in
you
my,
posted this on the Instagram, correct?
I posted this as a poll, and I think a lot of people just only read the question, but didn't actually read what the question was asking.
They didn't understand what they were reading.
Yes, because there's a difference between
to absorb it.
Between a wife.
Thank you. That's what I was looking
Yes,
for. Comprehension.
a comprehension. There's a difference between a wife and a girlfriend. That's why I posted the question: your girl, where does she fall in your top 5? And for me personally, she would fall as my top 6 because number 1 is always you.
Then that's a good, to be a 6 man is a decent spot. It's not like
not bad.
It's not a bad thing.
But
it's not a demotion.
But the way that society has perceived relationships and the way that we kind of prioritize things, is totally fucked up.
Yeah,
in my opinion, only because I'm a '90s baby. So basically, for my top 5, my priority is it's me first.
Yeah.
Then it's my family.
Yeah.
I.e. my kid. Then it's my job. Then it's my hobbies, which could be video games, going to the gym, playing basketball.
Yeah.
And then there's always that reflection time that you talked about earlier. Right? Those are my 5 things. Those, when you met me, those are my 5.
When I met you?
Not you.
Girl,
oh, okay.
But when the girl met me, that was my 5.
No, they weren't.
You were obviously attracted because I was doing my own thing. Like I had my hobbies, whatever.
But okay, go ahead.
Right, and that's the problem that we have in relationships now is that people want to prioritize the wrong things. When you're in an airplane, you're crashing, and that air bag comes. What is the instructions to putting on that airbag?
You first, them later.
You first, then the second person.
Yeah.
If you prioritize your girl before you, you're dead.
Because if you can't take care of yourself,
how are you supposed to take care of someone else?
You can't love yourself. You can't love anybody else.
So you don't know how to love yourself. So how are you going to love somebody?
And the same thing with that book that I was reading, How to Love Yourself in 30 Days. And like I said, literally reading within the first 2 pages, I realized that I'm actually an insecure person just from understanding myself and reading how I prioritize things. I'm like, oh shit,
that's big of you, bro.
Yeah,
that's big for me to read. Like, I'm like, oh shit,
big
like, because like I never realized that I'm insecure, but actually reading and actually taking the time to reflect and comprehend yourself. You realize a lot of stuff.
Having an epiphany at this age is very, very hard. Even though we come to when you get into your late 20s and early 30s, you come to be sitting into your habits, right? But the thing is, you've come into so much knowledge that you should be able to have epiphanies at this point.
Yes,
you've been seeing so many people, experienced so many things that you should have had other epiphanies along your journey. But it's always hard for people I have epiphanies all the freaking time, and I say, "Oh shit,
yo,
are you serious?"
How do you think it's gonna work as this generation progresses on? Like, I feel like we get a lot of that intuition, knowledge, vibes, or discernment, if you want to go religious with it. I think we get a lot of that from our parents, especially when you have parents who are like heavily religious. I think that kind of runs down to you. So how would it work in generations now where a lot of people are kind of stepping away from religion? How do you feel that's going to affect people when it comes to discernment and knowledge and more epiphanies as they become older? Do you think it's always just going to happen? It'll just always happen because you're getting older and you're getting wiser, but then there's a different level of being older and wiser, but then like having that like extra amount of wisdom and being able to assess situations, both not a fortune teller, but assessing situations before it happened, maybe because of last experiences or whatever. But I feel like maybe as time progresses now with other generations where they get less of that, I don't know, upbringing, where it's a lot of, that understanding, that knowledge and those other things that kind of, can
like
kind of form a person. Yeah, I'd say religiously as well. For sure, of course. I think, you think that would like hurt a generation? Like people always used to talk about like a praying mother and shit like that, and that person's protected and stuff and whatever. But like, you know, now with it happening less and less, how can that affect kids when it comes to, you know, being insecure or different traumas and shit like that?
And I want to preface this by saying that I think religion is a very important foundation for anybody. Okay? I think that because the laws of the land is based on religion,
bro, yeah,
right?
all day.
That it teaches a lot of people values that you don't realize other people don't have until you get older.
Self-help books, all self-help books is just the Bible broken down into layman's terms, bro. And basically, when these guys word it so well in terms of like how you need to get yourself up and all these other strategies, bro, it's the same shit you look in the Bible. Whether you like the Bible or not, bro, like that's one of the oldest pieces of text. The Torah, the Bible,
the Quran,
and the Quran, any like Buddhist scriptures or shit like that. Those are the oldest texts in the world. So you don't think somebody did the same shit when, you know, back in like 1850?
Absolutely. So I agree with you.
And I know we're kind of going away from the subject of priorities and women and stuff like that, but
we all agree that is basically the base of society. Whether people believe scripture,
whatever scripture it is, it's scripture.
Believe it or not,
because they all have connections in some sort of way.
Absolutely. Whether you believe it in or not, a lot of the laws are based off of just generally the 10 Commandments.
Yeah,
right?
Call it that.
So,
technically, bro, I talked to a Jewish Christian.
Yep.
So, bro, he's a Jewish Christian, and he said there aren't actually 10 commandments.
So there's more.
So they're very wrong. He said there's about 66.
Yeah, there's probably more. But like, if you really want to go into, you're gonna have to look at other religions that, like, you're gonna have to look at like Muslim. You're gonna have to look at all the religions that relate to Christianity. So if you really want to get into it.
So for you, obviously, I'm saving you for last because you're in a different. You're in a different category. Yeah. Where would you place your girl if you were talking to someone? If you were dating them, where would you put them in your priorities? And what is your top 5 priorities right now?
But I want to hear if there is a difference between back then and now.
Okay. So for me, it would be.
So number 1,
I think it would
is you, obviously.
Yeah, me.
And if there was a change.
And then I think before it was me.
Yep.
And then the girl.
And let me ask one more question.
No, hold on.
I want to know what the time frame for back then is.
Okay,
I want to know 5, 10,
so
or 15
I'm gonna go back 10. I'm gonna go back 10 years.
10
and
years,
actually, no, it was. I remember I was dating a girl in high school, and she broke up with me because I worked at Silver City too much.
But no, not her. Your mindset. When did you think your mindset was? Was it 5, 10, or 15 years ago? Did it change? Because you said it changed, right? Because you said before it was
for me it changed. For me it changed.
Second, we're gonna get to you.
I would say
we're gonna get to you.
I would say now. Hold on, let me. I got to think about this, right? So I don't want to just like spew it out, right? So let me talk about now. So I would say now it's me, then work,
okay,
and then my physical health,
okay,
and then I would say I probably could fit a significant other in
the starting lineup.
Okay,
you still need one more. You still need a top 5.
Don't matter. His girl's at 4.
No, but I would I would say no, but I would say the girl, but no, family has to come before that because I have.
Okay, so start over
right after that, bro.
So that's your 5.
Me,
yep.
Work.
Yep.
Because I love to work, and then my physical health,
then your family.
Yeah, but sometimes when I get with a girl, sometimes that was what changed. I would put the girl before physical health.
Well, that's
hold on. So you have 4,
right? So me,
yep, work, family,
physical health,
family,
then the girl,
Yeah. So okay, what's your 6th? What is your 6th that technically should be your 5th?
Well, he wouldn't know if it should be his 5th because he thinks what is his.
Yeah, I don't know.
And there's nothing wrong with your top 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to just say something to kind of say it for the pod, right? But there's nothing I can think of at the moment. So I'll let Clutch talk, and I'm going to think about it.
Okay. So you said before that your top mindset
5
changed.
My mindset changed because.
So what was your top 5?
It was
What
me.
is your top 5 now?
My top 5 now is me, my daughter, family.
Daughter, family. Yep.
Daughter, family. Me, like, so I guess 1 and 2 can kind of intertwine because she is my family, so that is a part of me.
For sure.
Then it would be working out. Mm-hmm. Then it would be physical health. Then it would be, so for me, this one, I find I would classify this as different. Basketball would be 4th, which is completely different from physical health.
It
for me,
includes it, but it's not it.
For me, because I define physical health as going to the gym, eating properly, making sure like I'm going to bed on time. For me, that is physical health. Basketball is like my love. Like I love playing basketball. If
I know you do.
If my buddies say there's an open gym 8:00, I'm there. If my boss messages me right now and says there's ball at 10 to 12, I'm in. Yeah. Even though that wasn't planned. Yeah. Last minute, I'm in. Yeah. Then it would be my gaming because I'm a super nerd.
You are.
I love my anime. I love my video games. That is a part of me. Like that is a huge part of me. Just growing up in the 90s, getting a Sega Genesis from my dad, then getting a Sony PlayStation 1 from one of my god brothers, then an Xbox, then a PlayStation. So like gaming is like
big
a huge. So that right there is my top 5.
And that's why the girl comes in a 6.
That's why the girl comes in as a 6, because for me, I personally feel like I can swap you out for any little thing. Like there's memes that have gone by long ago that says, oh, if he messages you during Call of Duty, she's the one.
What?
So
maybe mid round.
Maybe mid round, or if you die, kill cam. But think about it. If you love your video games and if you're in your call, if you're in there, you're into your Halo, your Forza, your Fortnite, your Valorant, your Overwatch, if you're in the zone,
Lara Croft,
you're to whatever game that you're playing, you're in the zone.
Hey, as soon as the metaverse opens up,
this guy's gonna have a Lara Croft.
Right? You're not really focused. Oh, my phone went off. Who is this? Oh, and then you put it back down because that's not a priority. If that was a priority,
because I know Clutch is up.
So you're saying I know Clutch is up sometimes. Priority did not disturb list.
No, because I know Clutch is up sometimes, and I'll call him. I'm like, yo, I know this nigga's gaming, bro, but he's not gonna answer right now.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, so like for me, like if I'm with someone and if I tell you this is what it is, and if I decide to kind of respond to you in between this time when you kind of know this is my time, you should take that as a. I'm not trying to sound cocky or whatever, but like you should take that as a okay, like he's trying to kind of fit me into his busy schedule.
Yeah. And so that's good. So you said it changed though. What was it before? And just stop at where you placed the girl on the list. So you had a girlfriend before, and obviously we all know the situation.
Honestly,
and you've alluded to it in past episodes. If anybody wants to try to figure out what he's trying to say, you're gonna have to go back. Number one. But back in the day, your girl was number one. And you were number 2?
Wow. Yes. Honestly, that was my mindset.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it more, Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I was just like, I was waiting for you to admit it, nigga.
Yeah, you know.
Probably will put the girl first, and that was a bad thing. That was not positive.
Yeah.
We're actually a lot like when it comes to relationships. Very similar in terms of the insecurities when it comes to how we deal with relationships. What are you talking about?
Oh, all right.
You stupid?
A little bit.
21?
21? I'm going stupid. Yeah, that's how does that work out for you guys?
So how does it I think at first it feels good because you're like, oh, I'm putting all this energy into this person. I'm putting all this effort. I'm doing all this stuff. And then you think the return of you putting all this stuff into them is going to what? Affect you and you're going to become better.
It's going to be reciprocated.
Right? No. Yes, it's reciprocated. No, but you think I'm putting all this effort into the person. Yes, they're reciprocating for me, but you think because of that's going to make your life better. When in actuality, it's really that you're kind of just you're pushing that person forward, but you're also just running in place still.
Yeah.
You're pushing them forward. They're going up, 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 but you're not meeting them at that same level. So then when you check a stack and you're at all these years later, they've gone more in life or whatever. They've done more and you're just still at the same place, but they love you because, you know, you're that support, but you're that bum support. You're a bum support.
Because you've never had any time to work on yourself, right? You've never had any time to do the thing, to grow to the level that you even push them at.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it hard.
Yeah.
So if you put the girl as a priority, everything else suffers. Everything under that priority list suffers, right?
No, and that's a fact because Avery's mom said this to me. I want to say maybe 4 or 6 months before we broke up. I basically like when we met, I was going to the gym heavy, going to the gym, working out.
For you or for her?
For me. Like she said this to me, and this is why now my mindset is kind of like changed because she was like, when I met you, you were dick and thighs.
Yeah.
Damn. Say that again for the people in the back.
When I met you, you were dick and thighs.
Good Lord.
Cause I was going to the gym. I was going heavy.
Question's about to describe his dick and his thighs to everybody. Get ready.
Well, no, like so for the people that don't know, I was actually a soccer player first.
I'm talking about my dick.
I'm not talking about my dick.
There's no coming.
Actually, what she meant was, yeah, no. You're right. You're right.
No, I'm too episode, bro.
So basically, I was a soccer player. I started playing soccer before basketball.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, shout out to Mike, all the Eastern Europeans, the Italians,
Mike,
everyone knows it's soccer. You know, everyone has even the women. If the women play soccer, their thighs and their legs.
Remember when Soccer Center just opened up and it was free, bro? The doors were just open.
We were in there.
It was Jamaicans. It was like Caribbeans versus Iraqis versus
the Italians
Africans
or the Italians.
Or the Italians. Yep. Mike was there and all the other dudes were there. Yeah, I remember that. All
right. So then that
Kelton was there too.
So then after that,
they're on FIFA.
I stopped playing video games. I stopped playing basketball.
Yeah.
Like I stopped doing a lot of things
that made you.
That made me.
Bro, you know I told you this, right?
And then what kind of killed the relationship, which kind of made me resent her in a negative way, which is kind of like what I try to avoid now, which is like whoever I'm talking to now, whoever I'm seeing now, it's like these are my things.
Yeah.
If you're cool with it, cool. If you're not cool with it, that's on you because I'm literally not changing me ever again for someone else. This is who I am. If you accept it, cool. If you don't agree with my terms or I'm not, and I don't say terms as misogynistic because the actual definition of a misogynistic person is someone who is prejudiced and hates women.
The definition of misogyny?
No, that is the actual definition of misogyny.
The word gets thrown around.
Up.
Yeah, the word
I'll pull it up because that is the definition
of misogyny
of a misogynist, someone who hates and is prejudiced against women.
Holy shit! I think that definition makes sense because it's flown around so easily. Like,
always
misogynistic.
Things change.
Of course, the words change, bro. The word faggot used to mean the original term was a term. It was a term of a bunch of sticks pulled together. A bunch of faggots was like a bunch of loose sticks pulled together.
Bro, I'm cutting that whole part out.
I'm
cutting that whole part out.
Misogynistic, strongly prejudiced against women. That's it. Period. Example, deeply ingrained misogynistic attitudes.
But this is the world we live in. Terms and words get thrown around. People don't really want to use it in the proper meaning.
And they try to stretch it and be like, well, no, there's nuance and misogyny is no.
A definition is a definition.
Is different.
A definition is a definition.
Masculinity and misogyny are two different things, brother.
So, to get back on topic.
Yeah, man.
You realize the things that when you prioritize your girl, and this, like you said, this is not wife, right?
Not wife.
Over a lot of the other things, all those other things suffer, right?
Yep.
And that changes who you are.
Yep.
So how is the person expected to love you when you change who you are? That's the messed up thing about it. You can't,
And that's why relationships fail.
Absolutely.
And that's why relationships fail because notice they say you changed.
Yeah.
But then you say, you say, oh, what do you mean? I'm still the same person, but you don't actually subconsciously realize
you didn't have the epiphany
that it's not you that has changed. It's like your things that you stopped doing. Like you stopped going out to Timmy's with Cody every Tuesday.
And
whatever, that changed. That you not being able to vent about whatever happens in the house to Cody is the reason why we're arguing over fucking milk or like dumb like. You laugh, but it's
it's true.
Explain the milk. Explain the cow.
You can't. I don't want to hear anything about milking from this guy. Let's be honest. We don't want to hear anything about any
KT breast milk coming soon.
So I don't know how. I've never had that problem. I've never prioritized my girl over myself.
Yeah,
because I've just always been an asshole like that.
Yeah.
Hence where the heartless came from.
So technically, would you consider that as a good thing? In retrospect,
I mean, it worked out for me. I don't know about everybody else, but I think that.
I think the saying is what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander.
Right. I think it kind of weeds out the people who wouldn't have been there in the long run, maybe.
Yeah.
If I stayed for me, right? So you want to be yourself and you want to be that person that person falls in love with.
And this is why you're getting married.
And that's why I'm getting married, I guess.
No facts.
August 19th.
Facts.
August 19th.
No, it's true.
19th, right?
19th. Oh.
Yeah. What? I said the right date.
Yeah. Right.
No, you were inquisitive as if you weren't sure.
I wasn't sure at all.
But yeah, so
I got it, but I wasn't sure, but I was perfectly on point with that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Things. But yeah, no, that's all I was saying. I was just saying that I think that's something that should be common amongst men and people in general.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it. Don't be dramatic about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go do this. I'm definitely prioritizing myself. Obviously, this only means that you're doing it. You can obviously swap it out. You can be one day, you can be like you're going to play ball and your girl says, it's my birthday, we're going to go out for dinner. You're not going to go play ball. You're going to do birthday. That's not what prioritizing means.
Yeah.
Obviously, it can be moved around.
Yeah.
But in general, as your life rule.
It's how you plan and what you think about before you make the move.
There you
go. That's prioritizing. It's
there
before
you go.
It's not you made the move and now you're just reorganizing after you made the shit.
This.
Prioritizing is when you do it first.
Yep.
I prioritize, all right, cool. I got to go work this week. I gotta go do this week. I gotta go do Muay Thai this week. All right, I can't go out with this girl. I'm gonna go out this day. Yep. I can't go smash that day. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It's your prioritizing. So yeah, and all those things make sense. And listen, again, we really do appreciate everybody listening. This is Serious Business, the Not So Serious Podcast. We want to make sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms, starting with our Twitter, which is SeriousBiz_pod, our Instagram, which is Serious Business Podcast, and make sure that you spell business BIZNESS. Our YouTube, which is Serious Biz. And our email, make sure you email us because we're trying to get more voice notes popping. We know everybody loves voice notes. If you have any questions, if you have any qualms with us, if you have any types of issues that you may be upset with us about of certain topics and shit like that, make sure that you email us at seriousbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. And of course, like I told you before, business is spelled BIZNESS.
And for everyone that's been listeing, any of our new listeners, any of our previous listeners, that's part of the community. Like I said in the last episode, we have our Patreon out. So if you want to get that when I say exclusive, I'm talking about stuff that we are not talking about on here that you guys listen to.
Yeah, this is where I get extra.
Like I said,
this is where I get extra.
If y'all ain't paying, I am not saying. So make sure you follow our Patreon. Make sure you go to www.patreon.com/serious business. And like KT said, make sure you spell the business BIZNESS to get that juicy content.
Yeah. So yeah, we're even going to be, I want to talk about, we're going to be talking about, Mike and Drew's wedding. I'm going to talk about that, but that's only for the Patreon.
Like I said, only for the Patreon users.
Shit.
Also for Patreon users, we are slowly working on some merch. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So if you want some oversized bucket hats,
hey,
if you want some t-shirts,
I want a bucket hat. So bad.
A bucket hat.
Serious Business, bro. Get a gray one and then get like just the logo on the front. Come on, boy.
You know, make sure if you want those custom sizes, make sure you hit us up on our Instagram, like Mr. KT said,
right,
to get our Patreon merch.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And now,
yes, it is time. It is time. It's been a little bit. Been a little bit of time, but since we've done this game, big shout outs to the company because they showed us mad love. Of course,
mad love Canadian company.
They're out of Vancouver, right? BC.
Yep,
yes, sir.
BC. You like the game. We like the game. It's time to bring it back. It is time for...
And let's get ready to rumble!
It is time for the game of Fluster. Arliss, take it away.
Fluster with serious business. So this game is basically an icebreaker game, right? It has some nice icebreaker questions. There are levels to them. And we do it in our own time-constrained way. So there's 3 levels, 1 exclamation mark, up to 3. And we randomly pick a pack and we answer a question each. So
Clutch Time will go first. We're going random this week.
Clutch Time is going first. Which one are you going with? 1, 2, or 3? These decks are shuffled for the audience.
We're going to go number 3 because 3 is my number. And I always like number 3.
Do you want to cut or you want to take it straight?
Take it straight.
Take it straight?
Like Chris Brown said, take it to the head.
No chase. What number? What is the level?
The level is number 3.
Yep.
So the question is, what is your physical feature about yourself?
Okay, a physical feature about yourself.
We need this for Patreon, or are you like
that? What?
What?
They're not elaborating.
No, it's literally what is the favorite physical feature about yourself? For me, I would say it's my even though it says 1, it's my abs and my V line.
My abs and my V line.
My abs and my V line. That is my favorite feature. Just because playing soccer and my mom always makes a joke that I have no waist because I wear size 30 pants, but that's just because the V line is just so cut that these niggas can't hold me back.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's go.
More sauce for the boss.
Do you want to answer that question?
I would. Man.
You don't have to. It's his question. You can. You don't have to.
Mine's a little too vulgar.
Mine is my fingers. You know what I'm saying?
I would say definitely my arms and my abs.
As he says while he unbuttons his freaking
my belt.
Marley's shirt.
I know, bro. I'm ready to take it off. It's hot in here, man. I don't know about y'all.
It's getting okay. So which sir?
Glad we're not filming. That would look really weird and awkward.
Very weird.
Guys,
have to
no
cut
shirt.
It out.
Guys, no shirt.
We just put it straight to only. Are you taking off your clothes,
yeah,
bro?
Man,
what the fuck,
here, bro? It's hot in here, man.
Oh my god,
it's hot in here, guys.
This guy is basically naked for LDR.
I took off my socks first.
Which deck, sir, would you like to pick from?
The bigger one on the left.
Bigger one on the left.
Yes,
would you like it cut or do you want it straight?
Split it in half, and I want that card in the middle.
Okay, there you go, sir.
Okay, taking the card.
And
the question is, what's something that people usually prefer to do with others, but you prefer to do alone?
Did we have this question?
I don't remember. No. What's something that people usually prefer to do with others, you prefer to do alone?
How many? What's the rating on? Is it 2, 3? 2. Okay.
It's a tougher one. It's making me think a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Something that people prefer to do as a group, but I prefer to do alone. I really enjoy listening to music by myself.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me. Like, one of the reasons why we're homies is because, like, we can sit down and Clutch, same thing too. Like, remember back in the day, we used to just like smoking.
Oh, you know it.
We wouldn't say a word and we're just going through music.
Hours.
Right? So I really enjoy just going and listening in my room by myself and listening to music all by my lonesome and just going through different tracks. Now, mind you, at the same coin, I also love to share music with people, and and I love to give history. Like, oh, this song came from there, or that producer did this song. So you know this producer, he did this song. Oh shit, that's a crazy song. But I really love to listen to music by myself.
Yeah,
just chilling and vibing music and whatever, and then the silence.
Okay.
Well, silent. I mean, in terms of like you being by yourself, but yeah, listening to music by myself is probably what it would have to be. Arliss?
I don't know if it's so much of a preference, but I do like watching movies alone. I feel like because
That's another one. Yeah.
you know how we are. We went to the same school, right? We did a lot of things in film school that we're just like used to see it.
Yeah, that's so true. Actually, yeah.
And other people don't get it for the most part, right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes I like watching movies alone, and a lot of times, and you know, it kind of makes it. There's nobody to talk to say, "Yo, did you see that? Did you see that cut?"
So
did you see?
So actually, that's I can back off that one as well because anytime I would watch movies with people, they're mad because I like to go back 10 seconds and watch that shot over again because I like the way the director did that shot. I like the colors. I like how the actor did something sneaky in there.
The angles.
Do you know what I mean? The angles
right.
and then the shot, just the way the screenplay writer wrote out how that shot's gonna work. And then the transition, oh shit, that's sick. That shit's sick. Yeah. And I go back 10 seconds all the time or I'll pause it and I'll take a screenshot sometimes off of like another phone because obviously Netflix blocks it, right? But so yeah, definitely. But yeah, music too as well. But yeah, I always found it hard. Like even with my ex, like she hated watching movies with me because I eventually I stopped doing it because I was like, hey, she clearly, wants to just watch the full movie front to back. And that's most girls or most people that you're chilling with, right?
Most people.
Sometimes when I'm with a group of my friends, and there's like 6-7 people, and then they see me grab the converter and I go click, and they're like, yeah, shit. Well, mine was
it's funny because I don't watch. So this weekend, Selena, she went to her bachelorette weekend. Yes. She did her thing, and so I finally got to watch James Bond, which is one of my favorite movie series.
The one where they had the chick.
Yeah, well, I've seen every single James Bond, so the newest one.
I was never a big James Bond fan.
And so the action shots on James Bond are ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
You really start to be like, yo, how are they? This guy's jumping off a building. How are you getting all these angles? Obviously, we know how they're getting these angles, but like you got to be like, this shot was.
And that's it for the episode. No, I'm joking. Keep on.
You got to be like, this shit is crazy. Like this guy was just running through a building and it was exploding. So that's the thing you get from watching movies on your own or going to the film school and realize it.
So what's something that people usually prefer to do with others that I prefer to do alone? Masturbate. And I say that because I used to work construction.
So that's it.
Hold on, bro. Where are you going with this?
That's the
like I used to work.
First Clutch is about to describe his dick to everybody on the podcast. Now he's about to tell everybody about jerking off in a group.
Well, no, because I used to work construction. Construction is usually Eastern European, Caucasian males.
That's very stereotypical.
What do you mean? No, there's a lot of black guys, but yeah, it's majority a lot of times.
I was in the office.
Oh, the office is different. I'm talking about like guys like
I was doing construction, but I was in the office.
Yeah, that's different.
So
on the block, it's a lot of niggas. So
one of the dispatchers that was a baseball player. For all of our listeners, you might know this game. For our listeners that don't know this game, I apologize for when I have to describe what this game is. But the game is called Soggy Cracker.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
It just sounds white.
All right, so let's move on to my card, which I have no option.
No, the guy needs to hear. I need to hear what this.
We absolutely nigga,
for our
you ain't
Patreon.
even wearing clothes.
No, just cut this.
Why do you want to hear this? You ain't even wearing clothes. I know. Nigga, no. We're moving on. My card I will take from the top of the deck. You thought I was joking? We're moving on.
This episode is so authentic and funny as hell, bro.
Oh, I mean, this one's easy. Okay, fine. I'll slap it to the bottom. One, bro.
That's bullshit.
That was what's the most particular thing about my living space then?
What the heck?
The Office.
Come on, man. We're not gonna just
no Jim Carell.
That was a cop out. Yeah. So. Ooh. So
juicy.
Hold on, how many stars? How many exclamation points?
It's one.
So that's the hardest one?
No.
Easiest.
Okay. What tradition would you like to incorporate into your life?
What condition?
Tradition.
To be honest, I've thought about this before. One of the traditions I've thought about that some people do, it's traditional for some people, is meditation. And I've listened to an audio book about actual meditation. I'm not talking about sitting down and kicking back. we all meditate in different ways, but I was talking about like actual like type of meditation and incorporating that into my daily life, not just when I thought about it or not just when it's convenient.
Read the question again.
What tradition would you like to incorporate into your life?
Yeah, but I would disagree because I would say.
How can you disagree with what I would do in my life?
I'm trying to explain to you is that that's not tradition. That's a routine.
To you,
tradition is
but
not
monks
an everyday
have a
thing.
tradition of
It's not, yeah, but tradition is not an everyday thing. That's a routine if it's every day, bro.
No. Routine doesn't mean every day. Routine just means on a scheduled basis.
Okay, so hold on.
I'll
give it to you.
Of course,
but I'll give it to you. But I would argue that tradition is not tradition. You don't do a tradition every day. Tradition is like there's anticipation, there's build up.
Routine is routine.
Go ahead, Clutch.
Waking up.
Okay.
Brushing your teeth.
Right.
Washing your face.
Dirty.
Though that is a routine.
You know what else is a routine? Going to work 5 days a week.
Yeah, but
right? You know what else is a routine? If you go to Starbucks every Wednesday, that's a routine. So it's not just about every day.
He's right.
It's just about being consistent on something on a routine basis.
Cool.
Now,
but routine is you wake up, you brush your teeth, and you meditate. That's a routine. That's a part of what you're doing.
Who meditates?
Tradition would be once a month. I go to Starbucks. It wouldn't
necessarily be once a month because tradition for Muslims is to pray 3 times a day or 5 times a day. It's not about the time frame of something. It's about doing something regular. Yes. And tradition is based on where it comes from something else.
Because I'll say it's not just about the one tradition that I have in my family that I told Avery's mom that like I find very important. The only time that my family eats together is Christmas. That is the only
tradition.
That is the only time. No, that is the only time where it's my mom, my dad, me, and my sister. We wake up in the morning and we go and eat together as a family. That is the only day that we literally all do that.
Wow.
That is the only day.
Wow.
That we do that.
So what is it that you would like to add? You want to add
I want Avery to be part of that breakfast because she loves breakfast. Pancakes, eggs.
So you would add her into that tradition instead of making that a more common tradition.
Well, a tradition that me and Avery have is the weekends that I have her every Friday, no matter what, we always get pizza. I always go to the grocery store to pick out the food that we eat for the weekend, and she always gets a balloon. Mm-hmm. That is my tradition that I've instilled in her because she knows every Friday, if we're going to the grocery store, balloon. Because she knows that is something that when I have her for the weekend, and she knows the weekends that I'm there with her, she goes to pick her balloon, she picks the food that she wants to eat. That is our tradition that we do as a family on Fridays.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to answer this question, sir?
Tradition that I'd like to add more into my life? I would say exercise because like
I thought you were gonna say exorcism. I was like, Jesus. Yeah. I was like,
I would say exercise because I think I was way better off. Like when we used to go to LA all the time, bro. Yep. We used to go to LA. We used to warm up playing basketball and a couple runs, and then we go work out, and shit was going good. Like your mental is much more, way better.
Absolutely.
Way better. Yeah, we were still being idiots and being young kids, whatever, right? But I think the mental part of that is a lot more grounding for you. So I definitely want to, pick up more on my fit. Like I've talked about it before already with, my top 5 of the physical health. That's why it's in the top 3. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it needs to be extra important, not just to be like, I'm not trying to be like a narcissist or be like, I have this sexy body. And that's why I took off my shirt in the Serious Business episode and when we have no cameras.
Exactly.
But for today.
Why you do that for? Why you do that?
I'm hot. Aren't you guys hot?
Yeah. I mean, I take hot showers yearly, no matter what temperature. Because for me, my body is always hot because I was born in the islands. So for me, that hot water kind of neutralizes the heat, and it sounds weird to you.
No. I was like, nigga, you were in the country for like 1 year. Your skin didn't catch anything.
High?
No, because even when I was living with Avery's mom, she would have lukewarm water. I'm like, no, this is too cold.
No,
this is too cold. Even when I go home, I have to boil hot water, and the water in the bucket needs to be hot.
Yeah, but the Caribbeans like cold water, bro, because they ain't got nothing else.
Because they're always hot.
Right.
But for me, my body, touch my.
Yeah, you're warm as shit, bro.
I'm warm as shit. Like I'm hot, but I'm not sweating.
This guy's warm as.
I'm
Relax,
you think I have a fever, but I feel perfectly fine.
Nigga, you got a fever. Nigga got COVID. Nigga got COVID.
Yo, Arliss is diagnosing everybody. He's like, yo, Kev, something wrong with your eyes.
Doctor,
you need
Dr.
to
Arliss. Dr. Arliss. Doctor who?
Arliss is diagnosing every nigga in this bitch.
He's married. It's his whole new. He's about to enter that next enlightenment. He's seen everything. He's seen everything.
You talk about epiphany now. wait till a month and a half from now.
Oh, shit.
Nigga be floating on his tippy toes.
My whole body's sweating. That's happens you take your shirt off in the middle of the episode.
Yep.
Oh my god. Holy shit. So so man, even Arliss is definitely diagnosing every last one of us.
It's the
And,
doctor,
but it depends what kind of doctor you want to be, or what kind of profession you want to get into. Yeah, gynecologist, or what kind of profession you want to get into. So then, if you were to be like one of them like fortune tellers and shit, like bro, and like,
call Miss Cleo, call him now.
bro, what did Dave Chappelle say? Call me bomba line now, something like that. Remember that?
Bro, there'd be heartbreak all around,
bro. And then but that astrology shit pisses me off, boy. And in the last 2 months, I've met a few ladies and even guys who are like heavily into this shit. Like, do we still believe in this? Are you serious right now?
Astrology?
Australians?
Well, it depends.
Astrology?
Like, I mean, we know they go to space, right?
But they say that the constellations and shit has changed like 4 times.
I mean, whatever.
I mean, I want to say
all them crystals.
I
make fun of Jess Myran all the time, bro, because she's like, yeah, I got my crystals. I'm like, girl,
you don't believe in energy?
To an extent.
What? Yeah, energy, of course.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
I had to catch myself.
So hold on. So do you believe in energy vampires?
Like that suck your. I am one of them.
Obviously,
really,
they're children. They're called children
because I'm so because I'm listen to me. Because I'm so, but it depends who I'm with. If I'm an energy energy vampire. Because I'm so extroverted that if I'm with an introvert, the little bit of extrovert that introverted person has, I take it from them because I'm so loud and rambunctious and whatever.
No, he's so.
He's so.
Right? But if I'm with like somebody but if I'm with like you guys, what it does is it brings up the atmosphere. Huh?
But I'm an introvert.
Yes, but you're showing your extroverted side.
That's the thing.
And when we get loud with you, it amplifies it. Mm-hmm. Now there's times when it's not that we suck it. It's just our Clutch will get to a point where his extroverted shit it reaches a cap, and Clutch there's no slow decrease. Like Clutch, when he reaches his extroverted cap, this nigga just goes right to zero. This nigga just quiet, and you think this guy wants to fight you, like he don't
and
like
why
you.
Is that?
Bro, there's sometimes I walk up to Clutch, yo, what's up, Clutch? Like,
and why is that?
That's who he is. That's who he is.
I thought you were saying you take that energy.
No, I know with certain people, like there's certain friends that I have, I know I take their energy.
You hang out with them, and you're like, yo, I'm fucking tired.
No, but I take it from them.
Leaves and they're like, Jesus, Lord, I need a nap.
Yeah, jeez, my fridge is empty.
Yeah. And my washroom smells like ass. My washroom smells like shit. Look, this guy used my bathroom too.
Left.
Well, I want to say, like, it's kind of 50-50, but I'm leaning more to the no perspective only because of the video.
No of what? You don't believe in astrology?
Bullshit.
Astrology as it pertains to you as a person, as an individual, your life.
I would say there are some similarities.
But that's why I say like I'm 50-50.
You to base your entire life on it.
Is why I say the no, because a video that I seen, women were talking about, literally she said, what's your sign? And he's like, what do you think I am? And she goes, he goes, you're a Taurus.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, no way. And she goes, yeah, because you're giving out those Taurus vibes. She's literally going off, and he goes, but I'm not a Taurus though.
Bro, you know how many times I did that on the internet?
So like,
you're a Taurus. I'd be like, yeah, I am. Is that where you're compatible with?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
No, but it's like because now, which like I didn't even realize working culinary. There's
I'm a
like
Cancer, by the way.
so hold on. So you might be a Cancer, but your fucking rising sun might be Gemini, and
Right?
your
What?
What
moon
is that?
sign. Yeah, like
What is
yeah,
all that shit?
yeah,
You lost me,
Like
bro. Don't even explain that shit. I don't
so
want
so you're so
it gets deep. For
so
some
your
people.
rising. So
I don't care.
just a quick explanation.
Yeah, go ahead,
Your
go ahead.
rising sun is basically the time that you were born, which depicts where the sun was at that time. Like
I was
it's just
born at 11:40.
I don't ask me, but if you ask,
I know
them-
somebody, bro. Yo, because they always ask me like, "What time were you born?" I'm like, "What?"
because they want to know your rising sun because that so you might be, let's say you're
Actually,
born in
I'll
March.
tell you guys right now.
So you're an Aquarius.
I have it written down.
No, you're an Aquarius because you're
Me?
born in March.
Aquarius, no
Pisces?
sir. Pisces, and then right after that is Aries.
So you're a Pisces. So you might be a Pisces born, but your rising sun might make you a Gemini. And yeah, and your moon sign might make you a fucking Sagittarius.
So basically, you can make anybody.
I
what
was
you
born
want.
at.
So for our listeners that follow this astrology stuff, please hit us up in the DMs for Mr. KT's.
If there's anybody who's into it like that,
if you're that deep,
I was
because
born at 10:24 a.m. March 17th.
March 17th
St.
at
Patrick's Day.
10:24 a.m. Any of our listeners that are really into that whole
Astrology shit.
astrology, rising sun, moon, star stuff, hit us up in the DMs. Let us know.
so you guys think there's no validity
Midge,
to it?
Midge is into that, man.
Is that what
Midge,
you're saying?
Let me know, Midge. Log on. Tell me, Midge.
I want to say there's a little bit because I'm a very stubborn person when it comes to certain things.
Mm.
And my sign as a Capricorn, being a goat, goats are very. Have you tried to move a goat?
Absolutely.
Is the goat moving for you?
The goat's not moving for you.
Because they're fucking stubborn,
The goat
right?
moves when it's ready to move.
So and like I find that pertains to me because
Goats and donkeys are.
I'm very stubborn. I'm very stuck in my ways. For a positive, might be a negative, but if I feel like I want to do something, I will do it on my time, not because you asked me to do it or because you want me to do it.
It might make it worse.
Yeah, because now I feel like you're bossing me around, or you're trying to control when and how I do things. But at the end of the day, it got done, right?
And that's the same thing with me. They say the Cancer, the crab. I'm very tolerant because of the shell. You're very tolerant with dealing with stuff. But then once you get into it, then I get cheese, I get mad, whatever, when it's the real deal. But is that actually true?
I mean, some people say that there's a lot of comparisons to it. Bro, all the horoscope stuff, like them people reading hands,
Yeah,
full big ass business, dog.
bro.
Big ass business, G.
So what the hell are we doing making a podcast?
What do you mean?
We should be doing that shit.
Oh,
we should be
shit.
fortune telling and a sign
No,
telling,
but yo, bro, if
astrology
you
telling.
ever notice, those people who do all those hand readings, it's always in the strip malls of the most grungiest places, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
That's where I see all of them. And you see the one little sign that they have, the one little kick up sign that they have outside, and it has the hand with like all the
there was
constellations
one
on it and shit.
at the
breakdown.
Brampton flea market. What was it? 727 they called it.
Brampton Flea Market, what, Steels?
Yeah, that's dead.
Oh, they
now.
got. Oh, yeah. I was
that's
just
dead
about.
now.
Yeah, they closed it down. They
for
closed
sure.
it down.
They closed it down.
The flea market.
But there was one in there. I remember.
Yeah. So
I used to always walk past
so
it.
thank you. Whenever I went to the flea market in Brampton, thank you to the one person who sold me cologne and it was watered down. Bro, I even heard there were sometimes people would buy cell phones and they buy the box and they get home and the box has sand in it.
Really?
It's just a bag of sand for weight.
I heard people would buy cell phones from it and then they'd find out that the phones were like stolen or some shit. And so like
Really?
Yeah.
And they couldn't use the phone?
They could use it, but the cops would come to their door asking where they got this phone and shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah, all in the whole shit.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is unfortunate.
Remember? Samsung! Remember?
Yep. So yeah,
That's funny. Yeah, man. So definitely.
I don't honestly fully believe in it, but I mean, conversation piece, absolutely, give it to me.
Yeah, I'll talk about
No,
it.
of course, because I want to see how well you think you know me.
Yeah. Everybody knows what their sign is. Everybody knows what their sign.
Whether you
says
like it or
about
not,
them.
everybody knows their sign.
And they know exactly, and
Everybody
everybody
knows
knows how much of that sign is true to them. And so, at the end of the day, you're just like you You could either believe it or you don't, but you know.
Man, and with that, we really love everybody here. It's been Serious Business, the Not So Serious podcast. Thank you for listening. Episode 61 is done.
Lots of fun, because I don't think we said a catchy name in the intro.
No, we didn't have a rhyme with it.
But we appreciate all of you for listening. Make sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Our Twitter, SeriousBiz_pod. Our Instagram, which is Serious Business Podcast. And make sure you spell business. You know how it goes. BIZZNES. Exactly.
Yep.
Thank you. And then we want to get people up on YouTube, Serious Biz. Hit us up on the emails for voice notes, or even on Insta, you can send us a voice note. If you got our numbers personally, you can hit us up on WhatsApp, or, well, our listeners use WhatsApp, uses Telegram.
What's up?
All right. I'll be getting an iPhone eventually, so you can hit me up on iMessenger or something and send me a voice note.
Or just send him a text.
I mean, does he respond to those?
With the Patreon clutch.
The Patreon is...
I just caught that late, assholes. Yeah, I just never thought of it.
So our Patreon is patreon.com/SeriousBiz. And like Mr. KT said, make sure you spell the business BIZNESS. And before we head out, there's a little update that I forgot to mention. In our last episode, we talked about getting pregnant by your best friend. And
oh shit! You got our best friend pregnant?
No.
Oh.
Did you say our best friend?
No, your best friend. And one of you guys were asking how the insemination was happening, whether it's so I found a background history, and they said that they would fuck their friend to get pregnant.
That's a whole conversation. Is that because they want to fuck their friend, or is
no,
that
just because they like sex that much that they would just want to fuck to get pregnant?
I mean, maybe if it's their friend, but they probably had a thing for them for so long, right?
I got a thing for you.
So anyway, but yeah, and do everything that we talked about. Toronto really is a side thing. I can't lie.
Side piece.
Figuring out how you want to prioritize things. Dr. Moore.
Yes, sir.
Giving us a breakdown of all of our ailments.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. And then also, realizing I'm a star sign.
You're a star
in astrology.
Oh.
and through it all,
I'm an Earth.
Serious?
I'm Earth.
And through it all, no, I'd want to be water because you can heal.
That's where you find a water partner that waters you so that you grow as a plant.
No, bro, you need to be water sign because you know why it's more beneficial than earth, air, or fire?
Because the avatar is better.
Well, obviously, but
if you think about it, you're an avatar.
No. If I'm not an avatar, if I could choose which tribe I want to be a part of, I would do water. Why would I do water? Because I could be a bloodbender, so you would never win.
So like I said, avatar.
I can control you. A bloodbender, you can heal. And then there's also water in the air. So like
moisture.
Water. Thank you. Moisture in the air. I should be able to move clouds. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Yep.
Like, if I'm that powerful, like air, okay, yes. But even then, like airbenders, bro, they could just take the air out of your lungs, like, bro, and just collapse your lungs because they take all the air out. That's dirty.
True.
But
you like the waterbender, so you're right.
Oh yeah, waterbender all day.
Because
you can heal, the healing factor, bro.
Absolutely, and then your voice would never sound like you ate dry ass pussy.
I went to a great wedding. We're about to talk about it on our Patreon, and we are out.
Like 3 strikes.
Bang, bang, bang.